Our neighborhood's always been at since the beginning, right? Yeah, we ended up running into each other at a restaurant on Slauson and Overhill, like right there where he from. It was crazy. I woke up that morning, I think I woke up in like Manhattan Beach or something like that. And me and baby, we was smashing back. And I'm like, we were trying to get something to eat, you feel me? But we couldn't make up where we was about to eat at. So when you go into the jungles, once you hit Slauson and Overhill, once you pass Slauson, going up, what's that, Overhill? Yeah. You know, it's nothing right there, you feel me? So it's like either we gonna eat somewhere right here, or, you know what I'm saying? So we got right there to the light. And I'm like, man, I walked in, or no, she walked in first, and I just seen her turn around and look like, you feel me? And I think I was looking at my phone or something and looked up, and I just seen him, you know what I'm saying? He was standing in the doorway, basically. So I had to like tap him to get past. And when I tapped him, you know, he turned around and it was like, what up, Nip? And he looked at me, you know, it was kind of like, we both did though, it was like, you know, like damn, all right, you feel me? All right. He was by himself. Yeah, he was by himself, you know what I mean? But he told me in our conversation, like later on, that he was like, man, my daughter in the car, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, but he didn't have no security.
Nah, man, Nip a real nigga, man, you feel me? So he was getting a little green machine, a little green drink or whatever. Yeah, but it's just crazy though, because when I walked in, he was like leaning on the counter. He was talking to somebody. When I tapped him, walked past, we both, you know what I'm saying, we looked, and it was like, what up, Nip? You feel me? I smiled like, what up, Nip? And he said, you know, he nodded like, what up, bro? And when I got ready to walk off, he said, hey, excuse me. I turned around, he was like, hey, you Firebugg, huh? I said, yeah. He said, you from Centennial Park? I said, yeah. And he said, yeah, bro, I respect you. That's the first thing he said. He said, I respect you, bro. And I told him, you know, I said, I respect you too. He said, nah, I've been following your campaign on IG. He said, but really, I've been hearing about you since I was a young nigga out here. He said, and your name always been 100. He said, and me and my niggas, we be paying attention. Just because we don't press the like buttons, just know, you know what I'm saying? We salute it though. It's cast that, you feel me, across the tracks that, man, if he's speaking some real shit, you feel me, I'm finna, you know what I'm saying? Especially at the level where I'm at, I'm never finna disrespect my homies. I'm about demonstration. That's what he told me. He said, I'm about demonstration. He said, I ain't got no more energy for nothing negative, but I'm with everything. And he said, I feel I'm a good judge of character and I know what I'm looking at. He said, and it ain't no secret what you was out here doing. He said, but that's why it makes me honored to deal with you, because I know what you're gonna do in times of, you feel me? And you already knew what time it was. So with that right there, it wasn't about how my homies felt. It wasn't about how his homies felt. Because if it was about their opinions and what mattered, then God would have put them in that same restaurant with us. You feel me? I was in there with the lady. He was in there with his daughter. So he put us in the most docile environment to see, you feel me? And it gets so deep, you know what I'm saying, that it get deep, you feel me? Like I said, we never, but we did, you know what I'm saying? And he told me two incidents that I never even remember. So that let me know right there, like,
oh, you guys went over all this right there in the restaurant.
Man, we talked about 40 minutes.
Wow. And
He was standing there.
24, 36 hours before he crossed paths with Eric Golden.
Man, we was texting 9-something that night. That happened in the afternoon the next day, and he sent that tweet out. So obviously, everything we talked about was still on his mind to make him say having strong enemies is a blessing. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody went and
do you think that was possibly referring to you?
I know it was referring to me.
Oh, wow.
When I say it gets so deep, right?
That is deep.
When he told me about his song, he said, bro, bullets ain't got no name? I said, yeah. He said, I done seen it happen. We got cracking. 6 minutes later, they was right back at us. 10 minutes later, we was right back at them. I said, yeah. He said, bro, it's talking about you. You feel me? And it took me back, you feel me? Because it had been a situation where something happened and it led to about 5 shootings in one day. Back to back to back to back to back to back to back.
So
And we took a strong casualty on one of those trips, you feel me? Right now, like I said, man, we in the incubator right now, we putting shit together. Wink, he got a whole lineup right now coming, you feel me? Mine's coming right behind me, but like I said, man, with me, my boy right here tell you, it becomes a little sinister process when I go in that lab, because like I said, I'm not the rapper that just sit down and write metaphors and punchlines and, hey, tell me how this sound, like, you feel me? That ain't me, you know what I'm saying? Everything I write is everything I done been through, you know what I'm saying? Everything I write is coming from first-hand knowledge, where we standing up on the toilet for hours at a time till your ankles going numb, because you talking in a vent, getting game, wisdom from these old heads, you feel me? So, a lot of cats they ain't gonna be able to take you where I take you, you feel me? Yeah, I've always been with the music, but it was never really just dead on like, oh, I'm gonna be a rapper. You know what I'm saying? Because I never been one to just sit down and just write all day, just write song after song. Yeah, you feel me? It's like, you know, we was the type to do a show, and on the way back from the show, just, man, catch something at the light. It just happened like that, you feel me? So now it's to the point now, it's like, either I'm gonna put the bullshit to the back and put my livelihood and what means my responsibilities and what means most to the front. It's a cold cave to go back in to relive that and to put that out there for y'all, you know what I'm saying? And I'm just letting y'all know that so y'all understand like my craft, where I'm coming from with that. And that might, you know what I'm saying, what changed me might be a testimony for the next though. You know, so inshallah, man, I just pray I'll be able to bring that to y'all real soon, 2020. Firebugg, the mayor, rightfully on.
How do you feel about that? Like, you know, when you reach a certain level of success, do you feel like you shouldn't kind of like entertain that type of thing, or like, or what? Give me your take on that.
Like you said, like if you reach a certain level of success, you should kind of enjoy that, because that's like a fortunate thing to have, you know. Most people like in the hoods, you know, the urban areas, you know, they don't really allow those type of things over there unless you kind of like have an organization, nonprofit or something like that for the community, or, you know what I'm saying, or you might just have family or things like that, you know, because, you know, every entertainer in our street and every street dude is not an entertainer, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, you know, you just pretty much stay in your lane once you get established.
Honestly, bro, I think we all suffer from something. Like, you know, I done been shot a couple times. I done been shot at multiple times.
We definitely got PTSD.
But it's all the way how you hold yourself. It's about, you know, overcoming all that obstacle and not letting nothing stop you. That's like, my mama used to tell me she didn't want me to go outside, to stay in the house. I went from being kept to stay in the house to like forcing me to want to go outside even more. And it's like when somebody try to shelter you from something, it makes you want to go out. So I gotta let my brother expose himself to the world a little bit, but then hopefully he see what he wants and what he don't want.
Basically, it was like, it's a lot of poverty. A lot of the homes out there is like kind of close to each other, so a lot of people, like, you feel me, had no choice but to know each other and stuff like that. Where I grew up at, it's predominantly a blood hood. My granny stayed over there, like my great-grandma, you feel me? So it wasn't no way I wasn't about to just not go see my great-grandma. So I was always in the neighborhood, so I ended up making friends and stuff over there at a young age, you feel me? Playing basketball, it's either you feel me, game banging, you at the community center, you either getting money, going to work, you feel me, or you in the crib. That's all you can be doing in Watts. It ain't really too much to do. It ain't really too much to really see unless you really know people. You go places like house parties and stuff like that. Other than that, exactly, play sports, do the sports events and stuff like that. It ain't too much to do though. I was living in Watts and all that, like on 92nd and on First, for sure. Like, I'm a Watts baby for sure, but I was born in Upland for sure. My mom's from Gino, Louisiana, where the Gina 5 was going on. So you feel me? It get like historical with that situation. My great grandma probably wanted to get up out of there. You know, ever since then about that Watts section that I grew up in, that's where she moved to. She been there for like 60, 70 years. That's where it's at. That's where a nigga heart is. That's where I'm at. That's where, you feel me? Everything I know, that's where I grew up at. That's what I know.